It all started a few weeks ago when 80-year-old Julie Jamon was banned from the YMCA swimming pool in Port Townsend, Washington, after she allegedly witnessed a trans woman watching young girls undress in the women's locker room. And in response to Julie's concerns regarding the biological male's suspected criminal behavior, the YMCA permanently banned her from the facility for hate and discrimination. The showdown between Julie and the YMCA has unearthed a scandal regarding the Port Townsend mayor, David Faber, a self-described pervert and deviant. What's up, guys? Katie Davescourt reporting for Rebel News, back today giving you guys an update on Miss Julie Jamon, if you remember her from my last video. Julie Jamon is an 80-year-old swimmer of Port Townsend, Washington, who was banned from the YMCA after speaking out against a biological male, a trans woman, in the women's changing room, allegedly watching young girls change.
And I finished my swim and went to take a shower, and I heard a man's voice. And I looked to one side where there are two toilet stalls with doors on them. A man was standing there in a woman's bathing suit, and he was watching little girls take their suits down in order to use the toilet.
Now, revelations have occurred, and I've decided to do a full expose because it is regarding Port Townsend Mayor David J. Faber, and what has been revealed, I believe, will shock everyone. Who this man is, how he is even able to still hold his position in office. Let's get into it. Who is David Faber? It all started a few weeks ago when 80-year-old Julie Jamon was banned from the YMCA swimming pool in Port Townsend, Washington, after she allegedly witnessed a trans woman watching young girls undress in the women's locker room. And in response to Julie's concerns regarding the biological male's suspected criminal behavior, the YMCA permanently banned her from the facility for hate and discrimination. The showdown between Julie and the YMCA has unearthed a scandal regarding the Port Townsend mayor, David Faber, a self-described pervert and deviant. Now, David Faber was first elected to Port Townsend City Council in 2015 and held his position until he was appointed mayor by his fellow council members in January of this year. When Mayor Faber learned about the incident involving Julie and the YMCA, he was quick to publicly denounce transphobia and in response signed a transgendered proclamation for the city of Port Townsend, which states, "I, David J. Faber, Mayor of the City of Port Townsend, do hereby claim that the City of Port Townsend values our transgender residents and visitors and urges all residents and visitors to be respectful, welcoming, and kind to everyone, regardless of gender identity. I further proclaim that discrimination and prejudice in any form, particularly against transgender people, are unwelcome and have no place in the City of Port Townsend." Now, you have to understand that this proclamation is in response to Julie's genuine concerns about a biological male allegedly looking at little girls' private parts. When women's rights activists and concerned community members held a rally in Port Townsend in support of Julie on August 15th, the group, which consisted of elderly women, were attacked by far-left extremists.
Fathers to buy our cars or have our husbands to open up a checking account for us. Now you want to take away those rights again? We deserve sex-based rights. The sex-based rights that your grandmothers and great-grandmothers fought for years to get. We follow the Constitution. We follow American traditions.
Their attackers reportedly had weapons and consisted of mostly men. After the women were mobbed, Mayor David Faber congratulated the attack and said on Twitter that he was proud of the community showing up in huge, beautiful fashion to say that hate has no place here. Trans and cis allies alike spoke love and support, and the only turf speaker was from out of town. Tonight reminded me why Port Townsend is home. The mayor's unprofessional response caught the attention of many, and with a quick glance through his posts on Twitter, It is easily revealed that this legislator has an extremely problematic history of controversial posts. Now, on July 11th, Mayor Faber openly tweeted, "As the mayor, I am legally required to be a pervert and deviant," adding that it is legally required for politicians to be absolutely filthy. Well, this absolutely filthy mayor has also spoken casually about bestiality on numerous occasions. In a March 2021 tweet, Mayor Faber spoke on having sex with a dog. And on July 3rd of this year, he publicly tweeted about f***ing a dead chicken, which he claims is not morally wrong because it's dead. But perhaps the most controversial is his political identity, which he says aligns with video gamer Vosh. Vosh has openly stated during a live stream that child pornography should be legal.
Okay, so if you were to, there's pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography. Would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes.
Really? Even though they're directly supporting child rape?
Yeah, I think it's hypocritical. If I bought my computer and the silicon in it was farmed in Africa by slaves, if I can do that and that's legal and no one's going to call me out on my shit, then yeah, I have to be consistent in that respect.
Okay, look, I think there's levels to this. So I wouldn't equate buying a computer to buying child pornography.
I basically have Vosh politics, lib socialist utilitarian, Faber wrote on July 21st, the man who refused to investigate the YMCA incident involving kids. David Faber has also shown support for Pee Wee Herman and claimed that he did nothing wrong. Pee Wee Herman was arrested for public masturbation.
3 other men were also arrested on a similar charge of indecent exposure, a misdemeanor crime that could mean up to 60 days in jail and a $500 fine for the comedian. Rubens, who grew up in Sarasota, refused to comment on the charges, but his attorney Dan Danheiser told the Sarasota Herald Tribune Sunday, quote, "He does a lot of things with kids over the world, and his career will be over when that story runs."
Mayor Faber's clear obsession with sex continues when he said, "I don't see a problem with incel pickup lines that included, 'Have sex with me or I will kill myself.'" Incels are a group of sexually frustrated men that blame women for their lack of sex life. Not only is Mayor Faber unafraid to post his hypersexualized views, he has also proved that he is incapable of forming an intellectual argument when responding to concerns of his constituents. When Port Townsend resident and women's rights activist Amy Sousa expressed concerns about the incident at the YMCA on Twitter, Mayor Faber responded to Sousa's concerns with the words, "zippity boop." Now, you would think that comments like this would have garnered pushback from other members on the Port Townsend City Council, but they have yet to denounce this behavior. And you have to ask yourself, why is he not being held accountable? And you have to wonder, who are these people running the small town of Port Townsend? Now, Rebel News has reached out to Mayor Faber for comment, but we have not yet received a response. I doubt we will, so we will see if he follows back. But if you'd like to support Julie Jaman, you can go to letherswim.com and sign the petition. And if you'd like to support Rebel News, please go to rebelnewsusa.com and donate. We are 100% funded by the viewers and don't take a dime from the government. Thank you. If you'd like to support Julie's efforts in fighting for women's rights, go to letherswim.com, sign the petition. And if you'd like to support Rebel News USA, go to rebelnewsusa.com, subscribe and donate. We are 100% crowdfunded by the people. Thank you.